Huh? The fuck did he lie about?
Oh, so you've heard of him?
Yeah.
Do you like you know what he's about? He been accused of?
No, I didn't know he was accused of anything.
So basically, he was accused of pedophilia.
Oh.
He brought a 16-year-old girl over to a content creator house when he was 19, and people have been calling him a pedophile.
Nice.
But so his response video, right, was basically he came out and said that this girl is crazy as fuck, right? The 16-year-old girl that he brought over was crazy as fuck, and that she tried to blackmail him, which she did, and everything else. But you still dated a 16-year-old girl when you're 19.
Yeah.
I haven't seen this video yet. It's 10 minutes, but I don't know, dude. In his like response video though, like MrTLexify, like that nigga said, he said that he called out NoahJ for cheating on his wife.
The fuck?
You know NoahJ got a divorce, right?
No.
Because he cheated on he cheated on his wife at a content creator house like back like a long time ago.
I didn't even know he was married.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, I didn't even like. Okay, I knew he was married. I didn't know it was like that public. So here we go. All right, you ready, Terry?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're about to be mind blown here. You're about to be.
Is going to be donated to NAMI. NAMI is a 4 out of 4 star nonprofit
NoahJ's
organization
video.
that specializes in mental health. In the description, I'm going to include a link to learn more about NAMI, as well as a link to donate directly if you'd like to do that. 2 weeks ago, someone I used to call my friend, MrTLexify, made multiple false allegations about my friends and I. None of the people who know him in real life or even lived with him for years will ever associate with Lex ever again. I didn't want to make an entire video explaining why, but when you come after me and you lie about my friends, you leave me no choice. And I want to make it clear I have no interest in anything other than setting the record straight and then moving on from this situation. Lex told his fans that his closest friends backstabbed him and threw him under the bus for no reason. In reality, the reason we don't see him with Lex any longer are because of the reasons I'm about to show you. It's also important to mention that every single piece of proof you're about to hear comes directly from Lex or his documents. In August of 2017, Lex brought a girl named Reagan over to the Z House. If you're unaware, the Z House was a content house comprised of 5 different YouTube content creators that made videos together and featured other creators such as myself who would often visit the house. When Lex first brought Reagan over to the Z House, he told everyone she was 18 years old. 2 weeks ago, Lex released a document and a YouTube video titled My Ex in response to the allegations made by his ex-girlfriend Reagan. In those documents, we found out that Lex knew Reagan was underage and lied to all of us in the Z House about it.
It is very important to note that when my friends first met Reagan, Reagan had asked me to lie to them about her age.
The night that Lex brought Reagan over, he was 19 years old, and we thought Reagan was 18 years old because that's what Lex told us. But in reality, Reagan was 16 years old that night, 2 years below the age of consent in California. Thinking it somehow absolved him of any wrongdoing, Lex then revealed in his video that he knew Reagan was an underage obsessed fan.
Another important thing to mention is that Reagan was an obsessive fan of mine. She fetishized me before I even knew who she was. I never used my influence to engage with her. She was the first person to message me and enact.
Hold on, Terry. I do want to note, I'm pretty sure the age of consent in California is like 16. Am I wrong? I don't know. I don't know.
Didn't he just say in the video that it was 18 in California?
I don't know. Cause I heard 2 different things. I thought it was either 18 or 16. Are you searching it up right now?
Yeah. Such a weird search.
That is a weird search.
Yeah.
Bro, why would I search it up?
I'm now on a watch list, but okay. 18 years old is California's age of consent.
Oh, so it is 18.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, lock him up. Lock him up. Lock him up.
Relationship.
When I learned about all of this 2 weeks ago,
I heard someone said it was 16. I don't fucking know. Like
underage fan.
California got weird ass niggas out there, bro.
Amongst friends and continuously lie about her age.
I would like to apologize to anybody that has been affected by the situation in a negative manner. Specifically, I would like to formally apologize to Pat, or the Smith Plays, and everyone involved at the Z House, where Reagan made me lie about her age to me.
Lex frames this as if somehow Reagan had the power to force him to lie to his friends, but no, he chose to lie to us. He chose to continuously lie to his closest friends. And this entire situation was not even the only interaction with a minor that he admitted to.
We got an ad.
Work has to work. That's why there's Easy Cater.
Lex was talking to a 13-year-old fan while he was 20 years old to discuss his relationship problems.
Alex was a fan of my channel, who had messaged me first because I momentarily opened my Twitter DMs to the public. Alex was the one who initiated the conversation with me. Our communication included a short Skype call, during which I discussed the abuse I was currently experiencing with my ex-girlfriend Reagan. The conversation was strictly non-sexual and was never taken anywhere inappropriate. Alex was simply a kind fan that I confided in after a heated argument with my ex-girlfriend Reagan.
Lex put this tweet from the 13-year-old fan on screen during his video in defense that he did nothing wrong. What he failed to do was mention or address the tweet that triggered all of this. This tweet from the fan alleges that Lex actually knew her age and continued talking to her and, quote, wanted a friend in Ireland that he could come visit where she lived. To be clear, Lex had plenty of adult friends who were always there for him and constantly giving him their time and effort in order to help him with his relationship problems. An adult conversing with a middle school aged girl about his relationship problems is incredibly inappropriate.
Okay, that's
the defense
crazy.
that nothing illegal happened absolutely does not excuse this behavior. I hope it's clear now that Lex's claim that we were the bad friends is absolutely false. In fact, the only thing I personally did to him was say this on stream. Literally all I can say about it is I'm like kind of behind. I like partially saw a video someone made about it pop up in my recommended. But like at the end of the day, if there is anything A, illegal or B, morally wrong that happened, then like that is obviously condoned at the, or like not condoned. What's the opposite of condoned? Condemned. Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you, Sam. Condemned.
Just want.
No, but in all seriousness, if anything, any sort of wrongdoing was done, it is condemned at the highest level. I like it's, and it's disappointing at the highest level. That stream clip is the only public thing I ever said, aside from commenting 3 hearts on the Smith Plays video where he said he can no longer support you after learning about your actions. And even more than that, Lex turned around in his video and backstabbed the people that supported him for years by making up blatantly false allegations against us. Lex told his audience that our friend JC cheated on his girlfriend Emmy with his girlfriend's sister at Coachella. Lex said this about someone who he once called a close friend. JC's family has welcomed Lex into their home multiple times. Every single person who was at that Coachella this year can tell you that this
The fuck is Coachella?
happened. In fact, his only proof
like
that this
Woodstock
happened was
for
a
New
text
York
message
people.
from his
I've never
ex-girlfriend Reagan,
heard of that
which she had
shit.
just spent
That
the
sounds like
previous
some white
20 minutes of video
person party.
telling us exactly why
Yeah,
not a
it is.
single word she says should be trusted.
If you want to trust my ex-girlfriend so much, here's a post Reagan made about seeing you cheat on Emmy with her sister Kate at Coachella. Everybody in our group saw your inexcusable actions and were utterly shocked that you would be sensually touching your girlfriend's sister in front of all of us while Emmy was not there.
So either A, Lex decided for this one instance in the entire video to believe his girlfriend and throw out the allegation that was completely false against JC. Or B, he actually was using this as a point to say, oh look, don't trust my ex-girlfriend about anything. It's a horrible way to make a point to throw your friend under the bus like that, which makes the next thing he said even worse.
Touching your girlfriend's sister in front of all of us while Emmy was not there. I don't think PlayStation Studios wants to associate with a cheater who defends pedophiles such as my ex-girlfriend Reagan.
What you are seeing on screen is every single person that Lex manipulated into thinking that JC was a backstabbing snake and a cheater and tried to get him fired from his job when he did absolutely nothing wrong. It is so wild to see Lex so viciously attack someone that he used to consider a close friend. JC is also the person, maybe more than anyone, who has tried to help out Lex the most with his problems throughout the years. The person whose dad took Lex in, let him stay at his house for extended periods of time, and treated him like another son. At the time of recording this video, Lex's video that slanders me,
He looks
JC,
like he would
and
go
the Smith
after
Plays has
underagers.
1.5 million views. The reputational damage that Lex has done on a complete lie simply because he wanted to deflect from his own allegations.
This is why I
insane.
did not
What
make
you
a
see here is
reaction
only
video
even a small
out of
sliver.
this
There are thousands of
until I
comments
knew
across his YouTube
everything.
and other social media accounts. Lex then accused me of personally inviting MiniLad, a YouTuber accused of talking to underage individuals, to my DJ set in Los Angeles. I want to make this very clear. I did not invite MiniLad to come see me DJ, nor do I condone any alleged actions with underage individuals ever. Lex tried to use MiniLad's appearance in the crowd as definitive proof that I had invited him to my DJ set.
I guess it makes sense considering Noah also invites pedophiles to his own DJ sets.
Not only is this reason absolutely insane to say something as a fact, but here are several facts that actually prove otherwise. The first is that the event coordinators themselves confirmed he was actually invited by an entirely different party. The second you can see on the flyer that I'm actually not on because I was a last minute booking is that this is an open invite event with over 400 people on the guest list
Oh
that
my
I don't
God,
even have
the
access
community's
to.
in
I
shambles,
also don't
bro.
have any control over whether or not a venue does or doesn't let a random person into the building. To further demonstrate all of these points, I'm going to show this clip from the actual DJ set. As you can see, 15 minutes into the set, a group of people arrives, and this is the first time he shows up behind me. I have no idea who arrived or who is behind me because I'm focused on DJing. As you can see, these people arrive, and then this is the first time he
I didn't know
shows
he
up
was a
in the
DJ
background.
either.
He stands in the
The
background
fuck?
for about 5
Yeah.
minutes. Never once do I see him or interact with him, and then about 5
I know
minutes
he
later,
did
he
this.
starts
I didn't know
talking
that
with
he
the
was
people he
this
arrived
popular.
with, and then they disappear from the video, never to be seen again in the entire set. Everyone that I came to this set with is on the right side. As you can see, he's back here talking to the people he arrived with, and then he disappears from the video, and I do not see him the entire event. For reference, here are the people that actually came with me to the DJ set who haven't moved the entire set and stayed there for the entire hour. So let me state this one more time. Minilad was invited to this public event by someone else entirely, and Lex lied about it in order to deflect from his own allegations again. The next thing Lex said is that Z House 3 didn't happen because of me when he was staying in an Airbnb with Chop and Pat in 2021. This house was never discussed as being an actual Z House 3 as Lex states, and ironically, Lex actually knows the exact person for the reason Z House 3 doesn't exist.
This is a sore subject for me.
I know.
I'm gonna be
for
honest.
Matt, yeah.
It's funny because the last thing I remember about this was the third year we were going to do it, right? We were deciding whether or not we were going to do it for the third summer.
So that's 2019?
I
2018.
want to say 18.
18.
Yeah. Jack was down. Chucky, believe it or not, Chucky actually saw things the way I did. Like Z House could really be a brand.
Yeah.
It start to get like its own thing.
Yeah.
Like we're having merch. Like we could really do this as like a thing.
Yeah. So he was in.
He was also in. It was you and Pat that weren't.
What? Wait,
Dude.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So when you say you regret it, it really hurts me because it's like, bro, I tried.
Fuck
Lex
this nigga
himself
wearing.
knows he was one of the main reasons Z House 3 didn't happen, but he knows how much his fans care about it and chose to blame me for it to further deflect from his own allegations. Even though Lex spouted a ton of lies, the thing that made it difficult to separate and respond properly was there was one thing that he said that was true. Lex put in his video that I had cheated on my now ex-wife, something I had confided in him while I was still trying to take responsibility for it. 3 years ago when this happened, I started a divorce and cut contact with the friend that I had developed feelings for while still married. I've already sincerely and repeatedly apologized to my ex-wife. I know I hurt her, and that is the thing that I regret the most in my entire life. In the years since, I was honest with myself on how I even ended up in that situation. I came to terms with how immaturely I treated my emotions because I thought I had life figured out when I really genuinely didn't know anything. I, to be honest, was a fucking idiot who thought I knew better than everyone else telling me not to get married so early. So many things went into making sure that I will never, ever make that mistake ever again. That being said, this is my private life put online by someone trying to deflect from their own allegations, and truly the business of no one except for those involved who I've repeatedly apologized to. The last thing I'll say in this video is to reiterate, I am not using this video to send hate towards Lex. This video is only meant to correct the narrative and provide facts about the situation so everyone can move on. And I hope that Lex has the decency to allow the people that he has hurt
But you did
to
get your
move
get
on.
back.
Thank you all for listening, and I'll see you soon.
He did get his get back though.
Maurice
Mm-hmm.
He did get his dick get back. Bro. So Terry, what do you think about the community?
You know, eventually it's all just gonna disappear anyways.
You think so?
I mean, yeah.
I think
Yeah, it's in a smaller community and it's not as widely talked about, at least that I've seen.
the
So
zombies community is big. They just like, you know.
well, what I mean is, like, this is a pedophilia allegation, and I haven't seen Moist Critical talk about it or Asmongold, which I know they're not, big names per se, but that's where I get a lot of my YouTube news from.
Yeah.
And for them to not talk about it, it's almost like the zombies community is that much smaller than. But so it might stay longer within the community, but I think it'll eventually blow over. Like,
I will say this. I will say
say
this.
next year.
NoahJ gets bitches.
yeah.
That's a respectable ass man right there. I did not think any zombies player would get hoes.
I mean,
he cheated
of the
on his
zombies-
wife.
Of the zombie players, I think he's got it.
He's got it. He's got it out of everybody, bro. I mean, obviously he cheated on his wife, so respect to that, I guess.